So today we will start with the stack. So in previous videos I have teach you about the array and vectors, and now we will start with the stack. So just imagine there is a queue. So at the first there is 1 come, and let me just change, and then 2 come, and then 3 came. Okay, now for a shop, first 1 came, and then after this 2 came, and then after this 3 came. Okay, now they came on top of each other, like we have a books pile on our desk. So suppose if I place a one book on a table, and then second book on top of it, and then third book on top of it. So when I want to take a one book from that pile, and so I can only take three from the top, and then two, and then one. So you can just see one comes first, and then if I am taking it out back, so one gets out at the last. So stack follows basically the LIFO, last in first out. So the 3 enters at the last, but it is taken out at the first step. You can also think like a pile of plates in a wedding. So suppose you are going to some wedding, there is a pile of dishes. So the pile which is placed on top of that pile is taken at a first place, rather it is put at a last. So stack is follows the LIFO condition. Okay, so why we are studying this? So there are some logics in our computer programming which are implemented using the stack. Okay, that we will see how the questions are solved with the stacks, or how it is very useful for us. But first understand the basic concept. Okay, so this is called as a stack. Okay, this is 3 2 1. Okay, now how to implement this? So the very first thing is to basically start with the array, and then in array you have to implement all the concepts of the stack. But I told you we have a library known as STL library, so we will directly use this. So to basically implement a stack, we have to follow this syntax. So first we have to write the stack, and then the data values which are going to be stored in that stack. It might be integer, it might be string, it might be character, it might be another stack, it might be another queue, it might be another array. So in a stack I can store anything. Okay, but for the example, for the simplicity, I will be using the integer, and then I put the stack name as a stack, just to give a very good name, stack. And then how to basically create a stack. So every time I just push a element. So the function I am using here is push. It's a predefined function which is STL is providing us. So if you remember, in the vectors we use pushback to basically insert any element, but in stack we are using only push. Okay, suppose now if I am pushing 1, then push 2, then push 3. Okay, now how to basically look at the array. So I have to also just imagine you, these are on placed on top of each other perfectly. Now if you look from the top, you will only see the 3. You don't even able to see the numbers which are stored below the 3. Okay, so that's how we are doing here. We can only see the top element. And how to see this? By using the stack.top. So I can only see the top. Or if I want to print this stack, what is the logic you came up? Okay, first print the top element, because I can see this using the stack.top, and then pop this element. Now if this element is pop out, on top we have now 2. Then we can print this, then pop it out, and then we have 1 on top. And when we print this out, then we have null. So the same concept is basically used here for basically printing the stack values. So till stack is not empty, so my loop will run till our stack is not empty, and every time I am just printing the stack top value and then pop it out. And for popping a element from the top of the stack, we will use this function stack.pop. You can see Every function name is so intuitive, so you don't have to remember, you just have to just see, okay, this is the name and that's the function of it, and then you are able to do it. Okay, now I will just create an array and then just comment this out so that you can see better. Okay, so I am pushing all the numbers from 1 to 10 and then print the top of the stack. Okay, just see what will be the output. See, 10 is came. Or if I do something like this, stack dot pop, so I am popping the top element, so the 10 is pop now. Now what will be the output? It will be the 9. 9. Okay, now if you want to print your whole array, you can simply print using this code like this. So you can see 1 is insert at the first place, but in printing it is coming at the last. There is no other way it can come first, because stack always follow the LIFO, last in first out methodology. Okay, so this is the thing. In the next class, in our programming class, where I basically teach you how to do the real world problems, there we will do some questions on the stack so that you can more understand how it is used in the questions. But till now, maybe you have understood all the basic knowledge of stack. So yeah, meet you in the next class, and all the code and all the links are present in the description box, so you can find it there. Have a good day. Bye.